Today, on this episode 8 of the Justin Crockett Show, we're going to be talking about my top tight ends in NFL, top 5 tight ends in the NFL. We're also going to be talking about Rachel Zeglar saying some crazy stuff. And we're also going to be talking about Shannon Sharpe's new gig next. Alrighty, welcome back to the Justin Crockett Show, everybody. Episode 8. I am your host, Justin Crockett, and I am joined by my lovely, lovely wife, Melissa.
Hello.
All right, and if you're new here, what is up? I'm just your average guy, giving you my average takes on sports news, movie news, trending news topics, you name it. And if you're returning viewer, what is up? You're a part of the JC Squad. And if you want to become part of the JC Squad, all you got to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and to let YouTube know this is a good video, and also to your mama, sister, your brother, and everybody you know, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post videos, y'all, and episodes, y'all, because y'all don't want to miss it. Because I'm going to be coming out with a, if you love the NFL, I'm going to be ranking every team in every division in the NFL. So that series is coming out starting next week. I am so excited. Or this week, should I say, because Sunday. Anyway, I'm excited. Anyway, Mel, you excited about it?
Yes.
Okay, now you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on to it. My top 5 tight ends in the NFL for 2023. All right, at number 5 for me, I'm going to go with Darren Waller, New York Giants tight end, formerly the Las Vegas Raiders tight end, but it don't matter. Darren Waller is just a beast. This man can line up at wide receiver and run a route like a wide receiver, catch the ball like a wide receiver. He is just as fast as a wide receiver. He is everything that you could hope for. He's literally a wide receiver playing tight end. And I think the Giants got a steal here. He's going to be a big weapon for the Giants, for Daniel Jones. And I think he's going to do really well for the Giants. And he's a big target. So, heck, I throw the ball to him. Let's go. I can be the quarterback with him at tight end. Look. No, but he's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Come on now. All right, my number 4 tight end, I'm going to go with Dallas Goedert. I don't know if that's how you say his name. I'm sorry. But it is the Philadelphia Eagles tight end. Jalen Hurts, security blanket, may I add. But this guy is an all-around tight end. He can block because he has to. When you run in that Eagles offense, they run the ball. So you have to be able to block as a tight end. And he's good at blocking. He's one of the best. Great blocking tight end. He can run routes. He can run some routes, y'all, and he can get open and make the catch. Now, I would say Dallas Goedert, he's very deceptive with his speed because he doesn't look fast to the eye, but this guy is freaking electric. He will get open, sneakily get open, and you won't even know it. You blink, defense is like, whoa, Dallas Goedert is open? What just happened? Like, he's just crafty with it, y'all. He's real crafty. The top 3 was a little bit difficult because all these guys in the top 3 can easily be number 1. But at number 3, I'm going with Mark Andrews, the tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, Mark Andrews is a do-it-all as well, especially he has to block. He definitely has to block because you got Lamar Jackson in that running game of the Baltimore Ravens. And then also, he can get open. Like, he's not the fastest tight end, but just like Dallas Goedert, he's very deceptive with his speed. He knows how to get open. He will make tough contested catches. Mark Andrews will he makes spectacular catches. He will go up and grab it. Like, he's one of the best short hands tight ends in the NFL, if we're being honest. Like, legit to me he is, and he is definitely Lamar Jackson's security blanket. Number 2 for me, I'm gonna go with George Kittle, tight end for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, George Kittle, he can do it all. He can do it all too. He is a great blocking tight end. Great blocking tight end. He will pancake you into tomorrow. Literally, I see him pancake a bunch of guys. And he also, but I would say he's probably one of the fastest tight ends in the NFL. He can get open. Like, there's no tomorrow. He can run. This George Kittle can run, y'all. He can run. Not only, he doesn't even need to deceive you or anything with his route running. He will run a route, run right past you, and then catch the ball, and then run you over in a process. I've seen George Kittle catch a ball, run over a guy, and keep running. Literally, foot race to the end zone. Literally. George Kittle is a beast, to say the least. And he is whoever the San Francisco 49ers is going to have at quarterback this year's security blanket. And if you haven't guessed it by now, my number one tight end, Super Bowl winning, Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Travis Kelce, he's number one just because he can do it all as well. I know he's saying, these guys can do it all, but Travis Kelce can literally do it all. But on top of doing it all, his football IQ is off the charts. Like, he and Patrick Mahomes are so in sync. And not to mention, Travis Kelce knows how to run a route. Like, he will deceive you. He has some pretty great feet. He has good feet, great feet for a tight end. Not to mention, he is a pretty fast tight end. Like he can run now. He can run with the best of them, literally. And not to mention that, when he catches the ball, his yards after catch is just incredible. He will run you over. He will juke you. He will jump over you. Whatever he needs to do, he will break that tackle. He is not an easy tackle. He's very hard to get down, very hard to tackle. And that is why Travis Kelce is my number one tight end in the NFL for the 2023 season. And those are my top 5 tight ends in the NFL for the 2023 season. All right, now let's get into Miss Rachel Zeglar, a.k.a. Snow White, a.k.a. just saying whatever she wants to say. So Rachel Zeglar has made the news for weeks now. I'm just getting around to talk about it. But she's made the news talking about her movie Snow White and making some controversial comments about it and about the original Snow White movie. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and play this video for y'all.
You've told me before that your version of Snow White is different and it's more of a 2022 version of Snow White. What did you mean by that?
I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There is a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince, or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story, just because we cast a guy in the movie.
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. But it's one of those things.
So true.
It's an inner journey that she goes on to find her true self, and she meets a lot of people along the way that make the journey really incredible. Weird.
Yeah. So controversial comments. So Mel, have you heard about this?
Yes, I have.
You heard about this. So Mel, what were your thoughts about Rachel Zeglar after hearing her talk about, the Snow White movie, the remake she's in? Not just that, but also talking about the original Snow White movie. What were your thoughts about that?
I wasn't sure what she was talking about when she was saying the Prince Charming was stalking Snow White, which was weird because I seen Snow White and nowhere in the movie do you see him stalking her.
Right.
He only shows up to her one time when she's singing to the little animals. And that's the only time he meets her. And then he meets her again because she ends up dying. So I'm trying to get to the part where
he was stalking her.
He was stalking her. She must have been watching some other movie. I'm dead ass. I'm for real.
Well, didn't Prince Charming kiss Snow White? When did he kiss Snow White in that movie?
It was like towards the end. He kissed her, and then she wakes up, and then he puts her on the horse, and then
they go off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then on top of that,
the part that was getting me was like when she was like weird, like making all that face.
Yeah.
Like, Miss Girl, please stop embarrassing yourself.
For real. And then she was also saying how maybe Prince Charming can be cut out completely, like, because this is not a love story. This is a of Snow White becoming herself or finding herself or whatever she said.
Yeah, I think she was like saying there's not going to be a love interest or whatever. I think that's what she was saying.
Yeah, kind of what she was saying. I mean, I don't think she wasn't saying that altogether, that there won't be a love interest. She knows there's going to be a love interest, but I think she was saying that that's not going to be the whole story. That's not going to be the main story. What's going to happen is you're going to see Snow White trying to find out who she is, basically, kind of thing.
But the way she was making it seem about the movie, I do not want to watch it at all. If you're going to remake the Snow White, make it from the original, because I want to see that one.
Yeah, that's what people want to see these remakes for. They want to see this remake right here, Snow White, live action, basically of the cartoon, but with a few tweaks in there, because you got to kind of tweak it for today's age.
And also, I want to say when she was doing this little interview, they asked her about she watched Snow White when she was little. She said she got scared and she never watched it again. I'm trying to figure out
what Snow White was
she watching, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Disney one.
I said she was watching Snow White and the Huntsman.
I'm pretty sure it was that one.
That's
too.
The one with Kristen Stewart. That's the one I said.
Yeah. That's the one that was coming to my mind. I was like, because the one in the Disney, ain't no way you're gonna be scared of that one.
Not a cartoon. I mean, you can't be scared of cartoons
unless she was talking about the witch. I don't know.
Maybe she was scared of the witch, but the witch wasn't really like creepy.
It was only in that one part.
She wasn't really ugly.
It was only that one part she transform into the witch.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a witch, but
she was a witch.
Into the grand.
Oh yeah, and when she was like turned herself ugly and she gave
her the
Snow White the apple.
Yep.
Now I feel like Rachel Zeglar is missing the point here. I feel like she's kind of missing the point. It is a remake after all, and the original Snow White, it was a love story. And she says, oh, this is not a love story. The original was a love story. It was a love story. It was about Snow White, right?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then the prince saving her. What is wrong with that? She says Snow White doesn't need a prince, or a woman doesn't need a man to save her. But that's what the story's about. It's a simple story. Literally, the original Snow White, just a simple story about basically, it's a fairy tale. It is a fairy tale. It is okay to have love in a fairy tale story. Like, that's all it is. It's just simple. Let it stay simple. It doesn't, I mean, you can put in there, about Snow White finding herself. You can put that in there still, but the love story is a part of the story of Snow White. You don't want to veer off left. But anyway, shout out to Extra for providing those videos. I appreciate it.
Weird.
All right, moving on. Got some more sports news about Shannon Sharpe. I talked about Shannon Sharpe possibly trying to find a new home after he left Undisputed, and it looks like Shannon Sharpe has found his new home. Apparently Shannon Sharpe is headed over to work with Colin Cowherd at Colin Cowherd's network called The Volume. Shannon Sharpe announced it on his social media and his video if you guys missed it.
Good news for me. You're
I
smiling.
do. I have great news for you. We're in business together, bro. I've decided to bring Club Shay Shay over and partner with you. When we first started, you said, hey, give me an opportunity, hear what everybody else has to say. And I listened to everybody, but I felt the volume was the best place for me.
I feel like I landed Peyton Manning in Denver.
I think what made it easy for me, Colin, it was because football consumed my life. And so now that I'm in this business, I devote my life to this business. I am very, very excited to know that Club Shay Shay is partnered with the volume. The thing that really sold me was the partnership. Throughout this process, everybody that was involved with the volume always said, we're a partnership. We're going to build you. And so now that we're partners, we're in business together, let's go do great things, bro.
Yeah, so they are very happy to be in business together. And I think this is a good move for Shannon Sharpe. I like it. Colin Cowherd is a great sports analyst. And for him to be working with Shannon Sharpe now and have Shannon Sharpe on his network, The Volume. Shout out to Colin Cowherd, man. He is just killing the game. He just landed what the equivalent of Peyton Manning going to Denver was, literally. I don't know how Colin Cowherd did it, but he did it. And so Club Shay Shay is going to now be part of the volume. Club Shay Shay is still going to be on YouTube as well. So the partnership with the volume, I think it's going to go well. I mean, everybody loves Club Shay Shay. I love watching Club Shay Shay. I love Shannon Sharpe's, interviewing other celebs. And now this gives Shannon Sharpe a chance to interview even a more broader cast of people. So looking forward to more Club Shay Shay. And also, on top of that, Shannon Sharpe is also going to be on First Take with Stephen A. He's going to be in a rotation on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. Shannon Sharpe's going to be on Mondays and Tuesdays on First Take. Love it. Love the idea. Love it. Mondays and Tuesdays. That's okay with me. Look, Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe about to be shouting at each other. So it's going to be a shout match and I'm ready for it. I can't wait. Cannot wait for First Take when Shannon Sharpe goes on it. And Shannon Sharpe's going to be premiering on First Take September 4th. So set your calendars if you love First Take and if you love some Shannon Sharpe. I know I am. But shout out to Shannon Sharpe, man. Love the moves. Can't wait to see you on First Take. Can't wait to see more Club Shay Shay. Alrighty, guys. So that is all the topics. And if you enjoyed this little episode, make sure you can check out more on my YouTube channel. Just go down and scroll down in the videos. You will find different episodes, all kinds of videos, whatever your heart desires, sports news, movie news, trending topics, and celebrity news. Anything, you name it. Make sure you support the show just by hitting that subscribe button and giving a like so YouTube knows it's a good video. And also tell your mommy, sister, your brother so they can be watching the videos as well. And hit the notification bell so you know when I post videos. And until next time, Melly.
Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.